Now I am going to make a video of development of pancreas. So this is the development of the gut. So this is the trilaminar jamdix. So within this trilaminar jamdix, this is the intraembryonic mesoderm. So this is the intraembryonic xylem. So this is somatopleuric and this is plankopleuric intraembryonic mesoderm. So at the end of the lateral folding, this is the formation of the foregut, and this is the formation of the midgut and hindgut. So in this development of the foregut, this is the dorsal mesogastrium and this is the ventral mesogastrium. So this ventral and dorsal mesogastrium is nothing but the continuation of somatopleuric and plankopleuric intraembryonic mesoderm. So this is the foregut, which is made up of endoderm. This is the ventral mesogastrium and this is the dorsal mesogastrium. So these endodermal cells will migrate or proliferate towards the ventral and dorsal mesogastrium, the endodermal cells. So this is the diagram. Available in the IBC embryology. So you will see this is the ventral pancreatic bud. This is the foregut. This is the ventral pancreatic bud and this is the dorsal pancreatic bud. These are the endodermal cells, and cranially this is the hepatic bud. Okay. Now come to this. This is the cross section of the foregut. In this cross section, you see this is the ventral bud, and this is the dorsal bud. Ventral bud, these endodermal cells of the foregut proliferate, and they travel along the ventral mesogastrium, and this is dorsal mesogastrium. So after rotation of the gut, at the end of the rotation of gut, this ventral will fuse with the dorsal. So this is the diagram. Taken from the Langman. This is Langman. 12 edition Langman. This is the stomach. Stomach is developed from the foregut, and this is the duodenum. This is the second part of the duodenum. So these endodermal cells of this foregut proliferate ventrally and dorsally. So this is the ventral pancreatic bud, which proliferates towards the ventral mesogastrium, and this is the dorsal pancreatic bud, which proliferates towards the dorsal mesogastrium. So here is the ventral pancreas and is the dorsal pancreas, endodermal cell proliferation. To the rotation of the gut, due to rotation of the gut, this is the A and B diagram. So this ventral and dorsal pancreatic bud will fuse. They are going to fuse. This is the B diagram. So this is the ventral bud and this is the dorsal bud. Okay. So this is the model. This is a model of the foregut. This is a model. Everyone can make this kind of model. So this is the foregut, and this is the dorsal mesogastrium, and this is the ventral mesogastrium. So through this is the black. This black color is the foregut endodermal cells. So this endodermal cell proliferate towards this ventral and dorsal mesogastrium. So they will form the pancreas, pancreatic bud. I have made a model. Of this pancreas and its fusion, rotation. So this is the foregut. Okay, foregut. So this is the ventral pancreatic bud. This is ventral pancreatic bud, and this is dorsal pancreatic bud. This is dorsal pancreatic bud, and this is ventral pancreatic bud. So now there will be due to rotation of gut, this ventral, Okay, this is ventral and this is dorsal. So we are looking from the front side, anterior side. So this ventral side, at the end of the rotation of the guard, it is going posterior. It is going posterior to this dorsal bar. So now see, this is the uncinate process. This is the uncinate process. It will be the head, then body and tail. Okay. So again, this is the ventral pancreatic part and this is dorsal pancreatic part. So due to rotation of the guard, this ventral will go posterior to this dorsal bar. Okay. ठीक है. So this is the ventral pancreatic bar. So this is the duct system, DUCT, duct. Okay, please focus it. This is a duct, main pancreatic duct. Okay, this is the ventral pancreatic duct and dorsal pancreatic duct. Okay, so please focus this model. Yes. So this is the model. So this is the ventral bud and this is the dorsal bud. So within this ventral bud, this is the ventral pancreatic duct. Ventral pancreatic duct. This is ventral pancreatic duct. Then, so this is the dorsal bud. This is the dorsal bud. So within the dorsal bud, this is the dorsal pancreatic. These are the dorsal pancreatic duct. Okay. So this is the ventral bud and this is the dorsal bud. So due to rotation of the guard, there will be fusion. There will be fusion. Okay. So due to fusion, see this part. This will be the uncinate process. After fusion, it will form the uncinate process, and this is the part of the head, lower part of the head. Then this is the dorsal bud. From this dorsal bud, there will be upper part of the head, body and tail. These are the derivatives of the pancreatic buds. Now you see, this is the ventral bud. From within the ventral bud, this is the ventral duct, ventral pancreatic duct. Then this is the dorsal pancreatic duct. So this dorsal pancreatic duct is divided into proximal and distal. This part is called proximal and this part is called distal. So at the end of the lateral folding, due to lateral folding, so you see this ventral pancreatic duct, please focus it. So this ventral pancreatic duct will fuse or anastomose. It will fuse, this ventral pancreatic duct will fuse with the distal part, of the dorsal pancreatic duct. So it will be the main pancreatic duct of Wirsung, W-I-R-S-U-N-G, Wirsung, and it will open in the major duodenal papilla. It will join with the bile duct. This is the bile duct. Okay, this is the bile duct. So it will join with the bile duct to form the main pancreatic duct, which will open in the second part of the duodenum as major duodenal papilla. Then this is the proximal part. This is the proximal part of the dorsal pancreatic duct. So it will form the accessory pancreatic duct of Santorini, and it will drain in the duodenum as minor duodenal papilla. It will drain in the duodenum as minor duodenal papilla. So as we know, the pancreas is a endocrine and exocrine gland, both endocrine and exocrine gland. So you see, this is a pancreas. In adult, the pancreas having uncinate process. This is the uncinate process. Then head, neck, body, then tail. So this is the main parts of the pancreas. So here you see, this is the pancreatic duct. So this is the pancreatic duct. So when this endodermal cells of the gut, so this is the model. This is the stomach and this is the duodenum. I mean, this is the derivatives of the foregut. So this is the ventral bud and dorsal bud. So these are nothing but the endodermal cells. So when they migrate along the ventral and dorsal, along the ventral and dorsal mesogastrium, so these endodermal cells will be connected with the duct system. This is the pancreatic duct. So these endodermal cells which are forming the acini, these are forming the acini. So these acini are nothing but the endodermal cells. So these are the acinar cells. These are nothing but the endodermal cells migrating from the foregut. So they are connected with the duct system. So they will form the acini, and their function is exocrine. Their secretion will drain through this pancreatic duct to the duodenum, through the major and minor duodenal papilla. But these cells which are forming the islets of Langerhans, this is the islets of Langerhans. These are also endodermal cells. These endodermal cells, but they are not connected with the duct system. So their secretion will be drained in the capillary. Okay, their secretion will be drained in the blood capillaries. So these blood capillaries will finally form the blood venous system, and these veins will drain in the splenic vein. So this is splenic vein. This is splenic vein behind the pancreas. Okay, this splenic vein. It is coming from the spleen. It is the tail of the pancreas. So from the tail, it is a splenic vein. So this splenic vein will go to the liver to form the portal vein, and this is the inferior-mesenteric vein. So the venules, capillaries will form the venules, and these venules will drain to this splenic vein behind the pancreas. So this is the islets of Langerhans. Which is made up of alpha, beta, delta, and other cells. Alpha cell will secrete glucagon, then beta cell will secrete insulin hormone. So these hormones will be drained to these blood capillaries within the islets of Langerhans. Okay, so these islets of Langerhans are the endodermal cell proliferation from the foregut. They are not connected with the duct system, but this is the acini. So these acinar cells are connected with the duct system. So this is exocrine and this is endocrine.